Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking another look here, of course, at XRP. We're going to peek at some Elliott waves here, some positive stuff here, of course, and furthermore, redraw some new Fibonacci retracement levels here now that we've retraced and essentially reached this little bit of a range. So we'll take a look at that and much more. If you're new to the channel, keep in mind I love teaching people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. If you do want to become a better trader, though, of course, recommend you consider checking out my website, cryptocash.tech. We have a lot of partnerships as well, of course, but simply put, community trading competitions. Use links down below to register for these if you haven't already. Significant deposit rewards from Bybit and BitGet. But regarding our community, we actually have some promotions right now for students, third world countries, and military. So feel free to reach out to me if you'd like a discount there, of course. Definitely something we recognize and appreciate. So thanks again for your service. And obviously, students, keep on getting your learn on. Now, when it comes to XRP, what we want to look at here, of course, is a few things. First of all, we had this descending type of trend here, basically a bear flag that hasn't really pumped or pushed out, but it is absolutely going sideways from here, and that's a positive sign, showing that this Fibonacci retracement level here in the range of about 48 to 50 cents is holding fairly strong. Okay, now that's a previous Fibonacci retracement level. If you see here, we can see the price action at 0.618 held at 49 cents, very, very strong, right? So now that we have these new levels, we want to kind of see where it's going to go. It's consolidating nicely at the 50.5 cent mark, and there's a good chance we should see further upside. Now today's green, keep in mind, because Bitcoin pumped pretty significant here today. Okay, now Bitcoin is up a range of about almost 4% from bottom to top, and we've seen billions of dollars in USDT transferred to accounts just before that happened. Okay, so again, be sure to check out my Twitter. You can kind of see here, I guess, stay abreast on all the news events, but look at this. 24-hour volume is 11.6 billion USDT, and in 10 minutes, 1.6 billion was used to pump the price action up by 4%. Okay, so pretty significant stuff going on for Bitcoin. The reason why that's relevant to XRP is because most coins are tied to Bitcoin doing well. So it's positive for XRP, but keep in mind, other things that are positive for XRP too, here is the Elliott wave. Now, Elliott wave is an interesting thing. What it does, it has impulse waves, and of course, there's decreasing waves too. So for lack of better terms, you're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern to come to fruition for the very first wave. Okay, so the very first main wave essentially came up to that level, came down to a 2 here at about 35 cents, jumps up to a higher high at 58 cents, retraces down to 48, and it gives us a likelihood of seeing at least a range of 61.2 or upwards of almost 70 cents. Okay, so those are other Fibonacci retracement levels, but basically here we're looking at the price action increasing pretty significantly in the relative near future. Now again, this trend isn't official, it requires a lot of different things to happen, but is it more positive than negative? It tells us that we are basically, 4 legs into a 5-leg increase, and at this point we are definitely looking fairly positive, more primed for the pump. When we look at the RSI, we're bullish here above 50 underneath 70. That's a positive sign here. That's confirmation we're on the right side of tracks. MACD is diverging, of course, but still, nonetheless, absolutely in good shape there. Okay, so again, because we're not gaining a tremendous amount of momentum to the downside, while it hasn't lost its, it has lost its bullish momentum, it's not decreasing in bearish. So that's a very positive sign to me. Taking a look at the 4-hour, we can kind of see these subwaves here. It might be difficult to read based on the chart, but you can see there's a more recent subwave that's already finished its ABC pattern, and this should be the pivot point as well for a new wave. Okay, so again, depending on the time frame, of course, it will determine what you're looking at there, but generally speaking, Elliott wave is looking positive on more than one time frame. That's extremely important. We do see a lower amount of volume here in the last 24 to 48 hours, so that's concerning a little bit, but a little bit more volume coming back in today. We're maintaining above 50 on the RSI, which is positive. We just had a convergence on the MACD. So those are also very bullish signs too. So again, being above 50 on the simple moving average is equally as important. So there's a lot of bullish signs on the 4-hour, and the 1-day gives us mostly bullish signs. Okay, so again, when you're using technical analysis, you're just kind of building a case as to what direction something's going to head and using indicators to get there. Okay, so thankfully I have an indicator with that built in. I'll show that here on a moment here on the 15-minute chart. But on the 1-hour, if we take a look at the TD sequential, we can see we're 3 hours into this push. Now you probably see a similarity here with Bitcoin. A nice strong 3 hours too. So just again, keep in mind there's a correlation here. Bitcoin and XRP are reliant on each other, more so XRP on Bitcoin, but for lack of better terms here, that's a positive sign. If Bitcoin can maintain its price point, XRP will probably continue to push. If Bitcoin sells off, you can expect the same thing from XRP. Please recognize that it's a very relevant thing. Coins that can break free from Bitcoin and do their own thing are usually the ones that can go parabolic. I wouldn't expect parabolic behavior from XRP in the immediate future until that changes. The dynamic from Bitcoin needs to change a little bit, and it needs to break that range, which it's trying to do right now. If it breaks that range, then something like this here, where the price is above the cloud and we have full-on confirmation that a long position is viable, it's telling us that we are on the right side of the tracks. Okay, so we're tentatively bullish in smaller time frames, but we don't have full-on confirmation. Now let's take a look at confirmation here on CC Gold and see. First and foremost, we had a nice buy signal here, right in the range of about 50 cents, and a sell signal just recently, roughly about an hour ago, showing us it's overextended to the upside at 51. So had you taken that position, I wouldn't say it's a massive profit, but it's somewhere in the range of about 1.5%. Now, a lot of my community members are using, 10 to 15 to 20x on leverage. So if you take a look at some of these profits here, majority of them are actually taking 20% leverage. So again, 20% leverage, that puts you at about 30% here for XRP. Very, very good stuff. Okay. So again, that's just kind of what the CC Golden indicator does. That gives you confirmation on the smaller time frames, more so designed for day traders. And that's exactly why we're bringing day trading to the community as well. With our swing trade strategies that we have right now, they're good, but with this manipulation, it can be difficult to manage and hold positions for longer. So why not get in and get out quickly, which is why we're perfecting our strategy and going to provide that to our community here in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. We're also going to be offering promotion for the first month at a discount there. So if you have questions on that, contact me. Of course, I'll get you some updates. But simply put, if you're a student, military, or live in a third world country, you absolutely would benefit from a discount as well. So really cool stuff. We're just trying to make sure to bring that savings to you. So big picture here, XRP is looking pretty decent. We want to wait for confirmation and truth, but the shorter term timeframes, by default, because Bitcoin is pumping, is making an impact on a lot of alts. Get ready for alts to surge if Bitcoin can hold its price point. If Bitcoin sells off and comes back down to the 28,000 mark, then I think we're going to see some correction from these altcoins. So stay tuned and be careful. All right. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Look forward to seeing you. I look forward to working with you. Have a good one. Take care.